2023 marks the bicentennial of the establishment of Yates County. Before borders were drawn throughout the region, the lakes, streams, and forests made up the land of the Senecas. Purchased from the Seneca Nation as part of a large tract of land in 1788 by Oliver Phelps and Nathaniel Gorham, the first permanent white settlement of current-day Yates County began in the summer of 1788. That summer, followers of the Public Universal Friend sought land in which to seek freedom from religious conflict and the opportunity to settle. The Public Universal Friend joined their followers in their settlement, New Jerusalem. By 1790, New Jerusalem was the largest settlement in western New York. In 1823, Yates County was established when 310 square miles were partitioned from Ontario County. Named to honor New York State Governor Joseph C. Yates, who signed the act establishing the county, the population of the county has remained remarkably consistent since it was founded. In 1826, an additional 60 square miles were partitioned from Steuben County and added to Yates County. Today, the county is made up of 9 townships that include 4 villages. The village of Penn Yan has served as the county seat since the county was created. The naming of Penn Yan paid homage to the fact that many of the early settlers originated from Pennsylvania and New England. New Englanders were known as Yankees. Home to the world's largest buckwheat producer, the Burkett Mills, and its iconic pancake griddle, Penn Yan's Main Street highlights the village's rich history, including portions of the Crooked Lake Outlet Historic District, the Yates County Courthouse, and the Oliver House. The Oliver House is the anchor building of the Yates County History Center's 3 facilities. Historically, Penn Yan has served as a hub for the county, due in part to its location near the former Crooked Lake Canal, which transported agricultural products from Keuka to Seneca Lake and the Keuka Lake Outlet that powered dozens of mills. Today, residents and visitors alike can walk the outlet trail, past the remains of the mills, the canal, and the abandoned railroad bed that all provide a glimpse into the history of industry and transportation in America. The village of Penn Yan lies within the boundaries of 3 towns, Milo, Jerusalem, and Benton. The majority of Penn Yan is situated within the town of Milo. In the mid-19th century, several significant events took place within the town. A women's rights convention was held in 1855 at the Wesleyan Methodist Church. Famed suffragist Susan B. Anthony was the keynote speaker. Another well-known social reformer, abolitionist Frederick Douglass, made several visits to Yates County, including a 4th of July celebration in Himrod in 1862. Connections to the anti-slavery movement are present throughout the county, as several homes are believed to have been stations on the Underground Railroad, including at least one in the town of Milo. Overlooking Keuka Lake and adjacent to Keuka Lake State Park, the impressive Greek Revival structure, Esperanza Mansion, is one of the town of Jerusalem's many historic sites. Nearby Branchport served as an important port for steamboats that traveled the lake, carrying passengers and agricultural products. Steamboats voyaging up the Crooked Lake traveled around the bluff, now home to the beautiful Garrett Chapel and Keuka College. Keuka College, founded in 1890 by George Ball, hosts approximately 1,000 students on their campus, which sits on the shores of the lake. The north end of the village of Penn Yan lies in the town of Benton. Located within the village limits, Soldiers and Sailors Hospital has served the community since first opening its doors in 1924. The construction of the hospital was prompted by the shortage of medical care during the Spanish flu. The significance agriculture has had and continues to play is on display throughout the town and county. Farms and roadside stands abound. Many of the farms are now operated by the county's Mennonite population. The Mennonite population of the county has grown exponentially since the first Mennonites arrived in the late 1970s. On a drive down almost any country road in the county, one can observe the horse and buggies, one-room schoolhouses, or churches of the county's Groffdale Conference Mennonite population. Signs of the past are evident throughout Benton. On display in the hamlet of Bologna is the Bologna Grist Mill. Powered by the waterfalls of Coshong Creek, this 1835 stone mill is believed to be one of the oldest of its kind in New York State. East of Benton lies the village of Dresden. Located in the village is the Robert Ingersoll Birthplace Museum, the one-time home of the famed politician, orator, and writer. Dresden marks the eastern terminus of the Crooked Lake Canal and sits on the shores of Seneca Lake. The town of Torrey, in which Dresden is located, is the home of several of the wineries for which the Finger Lakes region is famous. Continuing down the shores of Seneca Lake, just south of Milo, lies the town of Starkey, where farms and wineries surround the village of Dundee. Named in the mid-1800s after a Scottish hymn that references the city of Dundee, Scotland, the school district's athletic teams are aptly named the Scots. Recently, residents have once again celebrated this connection at the annual Scottish Festival. Historic homes, churches, and buildings line the streets of the village, including the former school, built in 1891, that houses the Dundee Area Historical Society and the Old Schoolhouse Museum. The Historical Society covers the town of Starkey, as well as neighboring Barrington. Barrington was established as a town in Steuben County in 1822, but was made part of Yates County shortly thereafter. At one time, a large resort community, Crystal Springs, existed in the town. Famous throughout the East for a mineral spring, the grounds where the Grand Hotels once stood now stand vacant. Today, the town is known for its farmland, vineyard, forests, and miles of Keuka Lake shoreline. Yates County includes frontage on 3 of the region's Finger Lakes, Keuka, Seneca, and in the northwest corner of the county, Canandaigua Lake. The town of Middlesex, originally part of the town known as Augusta, was formed in 1796. 2 areas significant to the Seneca, including a village that existed near the south end of the lake, and Bear Hill, fall within the town. Several homes and churches in the town are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Also listed is the Overacres Corners Schoolhouse, a beautifully renovated one-room schoolhouse. Not far from the schoolhouse, Vine Valley sits on the shore of Canandaigua Lake. A historic marker signals Vine Valley's general store, built in 1890. Middlesex's neighbor to the south, the town of Italy, also includes sites significant to the Seneca, including the birthplace of the Seneca people and the site of a giant elm tree that was used for council meetings. Today, much of the state's High-Tor Wildlife Management Area's 6,800 acres fall within the borders of the town. The area is enjoyed by hikers, hunters, and other outdoor enthusiasts. Fishing is a popular activity in the town's West River and Woodville areas. Small mills at one time were located along Flint Creek. Flint Creek continues its path through the town of Potter. Once part of Middlesex, Potter is known for its farmland, including the fertile muckland that runs along Flint Creek. Potter is the home of the Arnold Potter House, a mansion built around 1790 in the Georgian style. Miles north of Potter, the village of Rushville sits at the county line. Located in 2 counties, the village was originally called Federal Hollow before changing its name to Rushville to honor Dr. Benjamin Rush, one of America's founding fathers. Yates County's 200-year history is on display along the roadsides and shorelines of the county. Historic homes, churches, schools, and historic districts link the past with the present. Around the county, museums and historical societies celebrate the past by collecting, preserving, and sharing our history. In 2023, the Bicentennial Committee invites you to take part in the celebration of the establishment of Yates County.